Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Crypto Takeover coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video again for y'all this evening. And Bitcoin kind of making its way back up. It looks like we went all the way back up to maybe about 9,600. Currently trending sideways as of right now, sitting at about 9,489. We're going to take a look at the charts, go on an overview, see what might be happening here on these Bitcoin charts today, and see if we can determine a clear direction to the upside or downside. Let's see what's going on, and if that sounds interesting, stay tuned. All right, so if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel. You can find some links in the description box below if y'all are interested in picking up that indicator. We've also added the TI sequential by tone vase and the market guide buy and sell signals. So we're taking a look at the 15-minute time frame here to start us off with. Let's see what we can determine. So we are currently trending underneath our VWAP. Looks like we are starting to see a little bit of resistance sitting there at our VWAP, indicating that the bulls and the bears are fighting it out, but it does look like the bears do want to continue this move, possibly to the downside, if we cannot find support above our VWAP. So we're gonna have to wait to see exactly how this decides to play out. Let's move into some of our higher time frames and see what's going to happen here. 30-minute time frame, we can kind of see that money flow is still moving in an upwards direction. Looks like we are starting to move back into that greenish area just a tad bit as of right now. I did want to go back to the 15-minute, see what money flow was kind of doing. Looks like it's kind of thinning out there just a tad bit on our 15-minute. 45-minute, we had a nice little pump up from this last little sell-off, which we touched in about that 8,900 area. We had a nice bounce from there too. So a nice little bounce moving us back to the upside here. And I believe, I was making the video right about here last time. And so now we're just kind of trending out sideways for the most part. Let's move into our 45-minute time frame, see what's happening here. 45-minute time frame, maybe not a clear, concise direction just as of yet. We're not getting a full extended bear count or bull count as of right now. We did get this bullish count back here yesterday, and then we had our topping out 9. There was another chart that I was keeping an eye on, and as we go into it, we'll start to examine it. But the count there was pretty accurate from what I could tell. We're looking at our money flow here. Money flow kind of moving up to the top side, maybe wanting to turn green. Our blue trigger waves are forming a nice little Christmas tree pattern for us right now. And the fact that they are moving in a downward direction, that is something to be very notable of here moving forward. So let's go into our 1 hour time frame, see what's happening here. 1 hour time frame. Starting to see our first sign of some red Heikenashis, but they do look like they are kind of just deciding on a decision point as of right now. Red money flow also just moving out to the side. No clear direction. It did look like we wanted to turn green. We're getting some very nice Christmas tree patterns here on our 1 hour time frame, as y'all can tell. I will go ahead and turn off the Cipher SR indicator. And let's move on into our 90-minute time frame. 90-minute time frame, starting to see a little bit of a bullish cross here on our 90-minute time frame, so that's just something to be notable of. We will probably find a little bit of support at around where our 2 EMAs cross, which is at about 9,400 as of right now. We'll have to see exactly if this wants to play out. If we continue to the upside, that's a possibility. We could come back up and retest the trend line before we dip lower, and that trend line sitting right at about 9,900, so maybe right around that 10K area. It's just something we need to take note of. To be honest, I'm pretty neutral as of right now. I think that because we broke this trend line here, that does leave us more in a bearish territory as of right now. And we'll have to kind of wait to see exactly how this wants to play out for us just a tad bit. Now, I know that hash ribbons are kind of closing up as well too, and we could take a look at that on our higher time frames. There is something that I did want to kind of take note of on that indicator as well. So we'll look on into it here in a little bit. Starting to see maybe a sign of a green dot that might want to occur there on the 90-minute time frame as well. Let's go on into our 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame. Now, this is one that I was keeping an eye on as of yesterday. We had this topping out 9 here, and I did notice that being put in, and then us kind of trending sideways for the most part there. Our bearish count looks like it is wanting to possibly make our first signs of our red Heikenashis, and then also possibly giving us that extended bearish count. Maybe not the extended bear count, but at least putting in a 4 and then maybe a 5 bearish count as well from there. Blue wave also moving down as well. Money flow kind of rising to the top here on our 2 hour. So probably wanting to keep us afloat for the most part moving forward. We could see this start to round off and maybe come back below our 0 pivot, but then push back up higher. That is a firm possibility. Let's go on into our 4 hour time frame. And before we continue, without further ado, don't forget that we do have our trading group membership that is available. First link in the description box. If y'all want to learn a little bit more about trading and y'all want to trade along with us, then feel free to join us on there so you can see all the perks and rewards that you'll get. Private VIP channel on Discord that is available once you join. I'll just ask you for your Discord username. Then you'll get access to all the private videos and posts that I have inside of the Patreon page. Also, I've been uploading a lot of altcoin chart analysis videos too as well, just to get an idea on what some of our other altcoins are saying too right now. So those videos are all inside of the Patreon page. Access to all the private videos, obviously, that I have on there, which some include trading strategies, news articles, favorite altcoins, and much, much more. So definitely quite a few videos in there for you to keep up to date with and check out too as well. I show you how I set up my charts on there in those private videos too as well. Private analysis every single day on the Discord server. So if y'all are wanting to get a private analysis summary every single day, I provide that for us to make sure that we are in a good position at the time being, and my overall bias of the markets, right, based on our chart reading. And then I've also added the bot signals for Market God X on our 2 hour, 4 hour, and our 1 day. So you'll get those signals whenever they go off. Basically, I've just added a webhook inside of the Discord server, and that will signal whenever they pop up on our charts here. So feel free to check that out as well. First link in the description box if y'all do want to sign up for that Patreon page. It is available. Prices may be going up soon. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it just yet, but they could be going up relatively soon. So we're looking at our 4 hour time frame as of right now. We're starting to see our first sign of a bearish count, our somewhat red Heikenashis that are forming. Not a solid red Heikenashi just yet, but starting to have the reddish outline as of right now, maybe indicating that a sell-off could be occurring here in a little while. We are starting to see our VWAP clip down, maybe the anticipation of a red dot that could be occurring here too as well. Zooming out on our 4 hour, we've been putting in lower highs on our green money flow. So if money flow wants to come back up and clip into that green, we're just going to have to be very notable that money flow is still kind of rounding off just a tad bit as of right now, meaning money is coming out of the markets. Let's move into our 6 hour time frame. 6 hour time frame, starting to zoom out here, you can still see that we are getting lower highs on our money flow. It does look like we are in a greenish money flow right now, but our VWAP is clipping down pretty heavily, maybe anticipating that it wants to continue back to the downside. We didn't get a big green dot here, so I would imagine that if we do get another move to the downside, we'd want to probably put in a big green dot here on our 6 hour. No signs of any bearish counts just yet, but that could change within the day or so. It does look like we want to maybe try and make up a bullish cross here. We could just end up kissing our 100 EMA and then retracing lower. That is a firm possibility. So let's move on into our 8 hour time frame. 8 hour time frame. Also kind of zooming out here to get a broader perspective of what the charts might be telling us. Lower highs on our money flow. Not a big sign of it ready to turn red just yet. It is kind of just riding the 0 pivot point as of right now. But I think it might be inevitable that it wants to turn red relatively soon. And once these higher time frames start to clip into those bearish areas, such as a red money flow, you can probably anticipate maybe a little bit of a sell-off that might occur. So we could definitely look forward to that possibly in the near-term future. Also, everyone, I do have the YouTube membership that is available if y'all do want to sign up for it. I believe it's the second link in the description box. And basically on the YouTube membership, you'll get access to all my private altcoin analysis charts and the videos that I produce for that as well. I plan on going over the S&P 500 and maybe some gold and silver charts, as well as some US stocks as well too. And if that sounds interesting to y'all, feel free to join the YouTube membership page. It is a little bit cheaper than our trading group, so it is another option for you if you do want to join it. And right now, I think I have about 3 private videos in there as of right now. So basically, all of the private videos, or all the private altcoin chart videos that I give my Patreon members, I'll also provide in the YouTube membership page too as well. So just a heads up there, second link in the description box if y'all want to sign up for that. And then don't forget, guys, we're almost at 3,000 subs. I'm super stoked about this. I'm so excited for Crypto Takeover family. The Takeover family is on its way to take over the inner tubes, and 3,000 subs is right around the corner. So comment down below 3,000 subs if y'all have signed up for the giveaway. I'm doing a $100 giveaway in one of my favorite altcoins. So we'll do the drawing live when we hit 3,000 subs, and I'll message you or email you if you do win. So make sure that you get signed up. Third link in the description box below. Sign up for the newsletter. I don't spam newsletters often. I just probably send out maybe once a month, maybe whenever I have a chance. But this is an easy way for me to get back in touch with you if you do win the giveaway, the $100 giveaway. So comment down below 3,000 subs. Let me know that you want to see this channel grow, and I'd really appreciate that too. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button too if you're liking the content that I'm providing for everyone on here. So moving back to our 8-hour time frame, putting in lower highs on our green money flow. A VWAP also clipping down. No sign of a big green dot just yet. We'd probably want to see a big green dot here. I do believe that this rally could definitely be like a little bit of a short-lived rally, and then maybe we continue down a little bit lower going into the rest of the week. Let's go on into our 12-hour time frame. 12-hour time frame, starting to move into that red money flow. A little bit smoother action here with our lower highs being set on our green money flow. Now we are starting to move back into that reddish territory on our red money, on our 12-hour time frame at least. So first sign of a green Heikin-Ashi here. We could put in one more green Heikin-Ashi. That is a firm possibility, and then maybe continue downward. I would probably expect maybe a bullish 3 here, but possibly a doji candle, and that doji candle will probably send us back down to the bottom side too. So that might just be something we need to keep a heads up on. There is an extended bull count going on right now, but I don't know how I feel about that. I feel that we might trend out sideways a little bit longer before we get our next big move. Let's go on into our 21-hour, see what's happening here. 21-hour money flow also moving to the downside, ready to possibly dip below the 0 pivot point. We are kind of getting there, but still price, I think, buyers and sellers are still just kind of unsure what they want to do right now. It does look like people are just very unsure of, that's why this market is basically just moving sideways. I mean, it's been moving sideways for such a long time now. I mean, ever since May. So almost two and a half months we've been moving just sideways, which is pretty crazy to think about. So let's see here, our daily time frame. Wow, y'all. Starting to get another big push, maybe to the upside here. We are kind of making this channel here on our Cipher B, lower highs being put in, but also having a bullish divergence as of right now. I mean, that could come back down a little bit lower and maybe give us another possible bullish divergence connection. I would not rule out this bullish divergence right here. This looks very interesting. The higher we get on these time frames, the more these divergences really like to play out. So that is something we need to take note of. But we will talk about hash ribbons here in a second. Let's just talk about some of the other links in the description box. So guys, if y'all do want to join the Discord server, it is available to the public. Feel free to join our Discord server, link in the description box below. If y'all do want to join and just ask some questions in there, I'd be more than happy to welcome y'all to that server. And once you join, just click the little green checkbox when you get brought to that welcome page. And it's basically just a welcome page telling you to abide by the community rules and guidelines. And so then once you have access to that, then you can start chit-chatting with us a little bit. But obviously the Patreon members do have a private category inside of that Discord server as well too. And then also crypto takeover announcements. I sent out a sell signal the other day before we dipped all the way down to 8,900. And if you played that really well, then yeah, you made some money. So I'm proud of y'all if y'all did play that. So I sent out a free signal to my Telegram channel. And also I like to do updates on what Crypto Takeover has going on, and then as well as news articles and things I just find very interesting inside of the crypto space. I'll also provide on the Telegram channel. So feel free to check out the Telegram channel as well if y'all are interested in that. And then we're getting beeps and stuff right now. I think we're okay. It was just TradingView going off here. So I do have the premium plan on TradingView. If y'all do want to upgrade, I actually teach my Patreon members how to set or how to get 50 to 60% off of these pro plans, Pro and Pro Plus, and the premium plan. I teach y'all how to get that for 50 to 60% off. There is a little tip and trick that y'all can use inside of the Patreon page. So there's a private video in there. I tell y'all how to get these for 50 to 60% off. If y'all want to upgrade, feel free to use the link in the description box. If you are using Market Cipher, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen, such as the whales buy and sell signals, which we are going to turn on for our higher time frames. These are trusted signals that I've been using a lot longer than I've been using Market God. So we'll go based on this as of right now. But this is also the whales buy and sell signals is a custom parameters set up inside of there that I only teach my Patreon members how to set up. And then also the Aldo EMAs is another custom signal I teach y'all how to set up. It's actually a custom Pine script code. So I give y'all that custom Pine script code inside of the Patreon page as well. And then you can just, set which EMAs you want here instead of having a bunch of EMAs on the side of your screen there. So looking at our 1 hour time frame, everyone, not to exclude this bullish divergence here, but we will kind of have to wait to see exactly how the rest of these charts want to play out. Still indicating a bearish sign here on our 2-day, dipping just a tad bit lower. If we put in a red 4 here, then I would say that bearish count will probably continue a little bit more to the downside. Usually we want to wait till at least the 3 or the 4 to confirm a clear direction. But I would say if we get a bearish 4 count, then yeah, we'll probably continue back down a little bit further. And then also we can see here putting in a trigger wave on our blue wave, and then our blue wave just still moving back down to the downside here. Money flow is also moving down with it as well. This does look like it might be ready to give relatively soon, but this is our 2-day chart, so we're gonna have to wait till maybe Thursday or Friday or something to see whether or not this wants to play out. So one thing I did want to look at, everyone, was our hash ribbons. I know a lot of people talk about this as well, and so we can kind of take a look at it. But one thing noticeable about this is that I've actually gone and back tested this just a tad bit too, and from what I can tell, there's still dips after it looks like we are, coming out of capitulation. See, like right here, we had coming out of capitulation, and then we had another dip, and so that's just something to be notable of moving forward. Is that sometimes when these hash ribbons like to close back up and we get our buy signal, we can still kind of get that, capitulation with another dip too. So let me see how much we are currently. Oops. What did I do here? Oh no, messing it all up. Oh great. Well, anyways, so just know that these dips can kind of last just a tad bit. Even when we come out of our capitulation phase, there was a few more that I did notice at one point. Let me see if we can go back here and we'll check it out together. Some other indicators I'll use too sometimes as well. Oh, I see what I did. I accidentally put I put these two together. My fault. We'll just mess with it later. We can actually do that video at another time, but just know that sometimes these hash ribbons will still get some dips even though they look like they're about to end up closing up. You know, sometimes they can reopen back up, and that's kind of what this looks like. How it might play out is that it could just be that the hash ribbons look like they're going to close back up to give us a buy signal and maybe end a capitulation, and then they open back up once again and continue back down lower. So just something to take note of moving forward. Let's go on into our 3-day time frame. 3-day time frame here, also getting a nice little clip down on our blue wave. As of right now, we're getting our 1-2 bearish count. We'd probably want to wait for the 3 or the 4 to confirm a clear direction and price action. Let's go on into our 4-day count, starting our bearish count here. We did have our sell signal back here, and we're starting to also see some Christmas tree patterns play out a little bit here on our 4-day. It does look like we are starting to kind of round off there on our blue wave as of right now. Just something to take note of. Also, I think was it our 3-day or oh, it was our 3-day. Our 3-day still had some money flow to the upside, but it does look like it is kind of leveling out as of right now. We probably want to start to see it flatten out just a tad bit more, and then maybe decide a clear direction. Let's look at our 5-day. 5-day still getting that sell signal there. Very awesome stuff. So what we probably want to see now is we want to see probably that 6-day sell signal, and could it be coming relatively soon? Possibly. You know, we are getting that red dot there on our 6-day as well. So we just need to also take note of that. We're getting our 1, 2, 3 count right now. A little bit of a red Heikin-Ashi doji, outlined red doji candle right now, and that could lead to either a solid red or another highlighted red candle, and then maybe a solid red after that too. So just something to be aware of from there on out. But we're going to go ahead and end this here, folks. I want to thank y'all for coming back to the channel. Hopefully I'm providing enough content and value for everyone to check out some of the other links in the description box. If you want to learn how to create your own trading bots, use 3 commas. If you just want to buy and hodl, not your keys, not your coins, buy a Ledger Nano X or S, and make sure you have your cold storage device ready to store your crypto on. Check out the Ledger link in the description box below. Then also a few leverage trading exchanges that we like to use are Bybit, Prime XBT, and Fimex. If y'all want to check those out, make sure you use the testnet first, please. And then Brave browser, if y'all want to earn some passive income inside of the crypto space, check out the Brave browser, and also check out CryptoTab browser, earning us that passive income each and every single day with those 2 web browsers. Super, super cool. And this is what the crypto space is all about, right? And then follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you'd like. You can find some more information about us on there. Don't forget, join the Patreon page. It is available. Prices may be going up soon, so don't forget, check us out on there. If y'all have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll more than likely respond back to Discord first. And with that being said, CTO signing out. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.